Welcome to Secrets to Alignment with Savannah Schaefer. I am here to equip you with the belief and energy to make your dreams a reality. Take this time to fill your cup and align with the most vibrant version of you. Welcome back to the Secrets to Alignment podcast with your host, Savannah Schaefer. Wow, you guys, it has been officially 1 year. We've been doing this podcast for 1 year today. Today is July 7th that I am recording this podcast. I always record on Mondays, so you guys get a new episode every single Monday, and then I also record the upcoming episode on Mondays. And July 7th of 2024 was the first day that I posted the official episode of Secrets to Alignment, and I just am so proud of where I have taken this podcast and how it has evolved, and the amount of people who are listening in 36, 37 different countries. Like, it is so cool to see, and I'm just extremely grateful for you guys for being here, for listening, for wanting to hear my thoughts and my opinions and my experiences out of everyone else online. It truly means so much to me, and it does not go unnoticed. Your support, your love, your questions, your reviews, all of the things that you guys have given me and shared with me have been so close and just really special to my heart, and I'm just forever grateful for you guys. So thank you for being here with me. I'm so excited to be in this for the next 5 more years and seeing where the podcast is at that point in time, because I just know that this is only the beginning and there is so much coming our way, and I'm always continuing to just evolve and grow, and I love sharing all of the beautiful things that I have with you guys. So thank you for being here. I am feeling like my energy today is a little on the mellow side, and I'm really just wanting to embrace that. I got this beautiful download, this inspiration, this idea to share a little bit about how our childhood actually affects our adulthood. And this is something that I am very into, very aware of, and every single one of my clients, I dive into childhood experiences with them because I recognize what an incredible impact it actually has on our lives, on our belief systems, our thoughts, our opinions, our perspectives, and of course our behaviors, which always correlate to the results that we get in our lives. So I absolutely love dissecting this kind of stuff, and it has been honestly the most healing kind of experience to truly get a really good grasp on what has shaped me, what has created my perspectives, and it's allowed me to actually choose what I would like my beliefs to be and get very clear on what is actually going to be the most beneficial things for me to believe and to move forward or to deepen my beliefs in. So first and foremost, all of the experiences that you're having in your life, all of the challenges, all of the successes, they are a direct result from your belief systems, and more specifically, your subconscious mind. So your subconscious mind is running the show 90% of the time. It always has control even when we aren't aware of it. It is our unconscious, so we're not usually conscious that these are the things that are kind of driving us every single day. And if we do not gain awareness of what is in our subconscious can start to kind of steer our life in a way that maybe is not the most beneficial for us. It could delay the kinds of results in your life that you are looking for. So I'm a very big advocate for actually reprogramming, rewiring your subconscious brain so that it can truly benefit you and so that you can live the life that you deeply desire. But based on all of the beliefs that maybe have challenged those desires, we aren't really going after those things as much as we could be, or whatever. There's all these different things that can kind of come into contact with the things that we truly want out of this life. So your subconscious mind, it is developed between the ages of 0 and 7. This is when our mind is primarily operating in theta. This is the time where our brain waves are primarily operating in theta. So we are essentially in this like just absorption mode. We are actually in this state when we are in deep meditation, or we go into hypnosis as well as adults. So this is what's really, really fascinating, is that again, we have this entry point, we have this way to get in contact with our subconscious mind if we decide to do so. But if we do not, then that subconscious mind continues to just run and continues to play out in your life however it may. So with that being developed within your early childhood, all of the experiences that you have throughout your early childhood, and more importantly, the caretakers that you have, your parents, maybe your grandparents, or if you were adopted, your adopted family, maybe your siblings, everything in your environment as you grow up is very impressionable on you. So if you had any experiences throughout your childhood where maybe you moved states, you moved schools, maybe you were emotionally abandoned, maybe you were physically abandoned, maybe your dad walked out on you, maybe your mom didn't want anything to do with you, maybe your parents just worked really, really hard and they weren't able to be present with you. They were never able to maybe hold space for you and actually have time for you to express your emotions or how you are feeling. Maybe you witnessed different patterns or behaviors between your parents where they were always fighting, or they didn't acknowledge the other one's emotions or feelings, or there's all these different areas in our life that we can be very highly impressionable. All of these experiences throughout our childhood, it shapes our core belief system and your core subconscious beliefs around your self-worth, around love, around safety, success, and so much more. And a lot of times, all of those things can get very intertwined as well. So what you believe to be true about safety can also be what you believe to be true about success and about love or relationships. So all of these things can get really, really intertwined. And the more that you can gain an understanding and truly start to peel back the layers and really deepen your knowledge on what has shaped you and maybe what beliefs were your parents that you would maybe like to let go of and choose your own, that allows you to step forward and actually to create the life that you truly love for yourself. And if this is the kind of conversation that you really enjoy, this is exactly what I get into in Tranquil Minds. Tranquil Minds is my monthly membership community. It's $44 a month, and you will receive so much value in that community. Not only do we have a group chat for constant support, you also get live coaching calls with me every single month. You also will have access to all of the previous content that we've ever recorded, and we dive so deep into self-worth, getting really, really clear on what is no longer serving us, and calling in all of our desires with ease. All of the women in this community have made huge leaps and bounds in their careers, in their businesses, in their self-worth. Just all of their lives have been deeply affected from the work that we are doing every single month in here. And I would absolutely love to extend an invitation to you. I just now upgraded this entire community as well. So I just know that it's packed with so much value. You have access to all of the previous content, and conversations like these are what we are going through on a weekly basis, which means that you are always constantly growing, up-leveling, and stepping into the best version of yourself. Message me the word change on Instagram if you'd like the link to join us. There's only a short time to join every single month, so I will go ahead and chat with you about the details in the DMs. Now, your subconscious mind is going to shape your beliefs. Your beliefs are going to influence your thoughts, and your thoughts are what are going to influence your behaviors, and your behaviors directly influence the results you have in life. So let's say you have a business right now and you're wondering why you're stuck. You aren't understanding why you can't move forward, or maybe you're dealing with some really tough situations in your relationship. If you start to gain some awareness on maybe some patterns where you've also felt this way, or maybe what you've witnessed growing up that maybe would lead you to believe that this is true for yourself, or that you deserve to be in an unloving relationship or an abusive relationship, or you deserve to not have the success that you desire, something of that sorts. Once you start to gain some awareness, you start to really deep dive into this, you're able to actually heal this aspect of yourself, because that's all it is. It's just a little tiny part of you that is not in alignment with the life that you're wanting to create. And once you get that little piece and part of you into alignment, so much more is accessible to you. You are able to start thinking differently. New perspectives start to open up. New opportunities start flowing your way, because now you are in alignment with the desires and with the reality that you truly want for yourself. I remember back in 2021, I got on a call with this woman who was wanting to coach me through a place in my business where I felt really, really stuck. And I've shared so much about this point in time where my business was at just like a standstill and I couldn't understand why. So I got on this coaching call with this woman, and she started to really dig deep about my belief systems and my childhood experiences. And I remember telling her that I don't think there's anything holding me back. I remember she kept asking me, like, what is holding you back, Savannah? And I couldn't access it. I really thought so hard. I remember being on this call and just drawing a complete blank. And I couldn't understand what was holding me in this place. I couldn't understand what was keeping me stuck and what belief systems were playing out to keep me in this place. I just could not understand it. And I remember getting off the call with her being like, I didn't uncover anything. Like, I'm confused. Like, I don't really understand what was wrong or what's holding me back. And I understand now that when I look back on that call, my brain did not want to open up that door for me. I was not in the place to receive what it is that I needed to in that moment to help me progress. My mind was simply not in the position to open those doors yet. And my personal belief is that we will be opened up to the things, and we will become aware of the things that we need to heal exactly when the time is right. And I just believe that there is no way of forcing that out of yourself before you are ready. Your brain will allow you to become aware of these things that need to change in your life as soon as you are ready to start to heal it. When you are ready to heal yourself, your brain will shine a light on the things that need to be healed. You will all of a sudden gain some awareness of, oh my gosh, I finally understand how that affected the way that I am today. You will finally understand how your parents' dynamic and the childhood that you experienced is affecting you in this day and time. Or you'll just have this inner knowing of like, I need to go do some reflecting on this. Or you'll get into a conversation with a friend and you'll recognize that there's been a pattern playing out in your life for years and years and years that you didn't even know was happening because it was happening on a subconscious level. So your mind, it will illuminate the things that need to be illuminated at exactly the right time. And I think that this is such a beautiful thing for us, because I know a lot of times we just want to continue to heal ourselves and move forward and just experience all the success that we desire. But the reality is everything is happening on divine timing. And as hard as it is to relax into that and to surrender into that, that is the best thing that you can do to continue to move forward at exactly the right pace and at the exact right time for your healing journey. I would take some time to reflect on those early childhood years for yourself. Did you go through any emotional abuse, any physical abuse? Did you deal with any abandonment? Did you deal with just an unpresent parent, a parent who was distracted by work or maybe by other children in the family? Did you move frequently? Did you deal with any grief or loss within your family? Was there any aspect of yourself that triggered really emotional experiences? Our body is so intelligent. And what happens with these experiences that cause a lot of emotional turmoil or just very heightened states of emotion is that our bodies will store those experiences. They will store those traumas within our bodies. And what happens is if we are not able to gain awareness or to start to understand ourselves deeper, then those experiences will continue, those patterns will continue to play out in our lives if we do not choose to face them, to peel the layers back, to actually go within and understand ourselves on a deeper level and allow those experiences to fully express themselves and allow those emotions to actually come up and let go of those experiences that are no longer serving you, because they are playing out if we do not close those loops, if we do not heal those aspects of ourselves, or at least gain awareness of how those aspects of ourselves are controlling the current state that we are in right now. And I want to just remind you that just because these things have happened to you, they are not your identity. Any traumas that you have experienced are not your identity. They are a part of you, but they are not all of you. So do not allow those experiences to take your power, to diminish the light that you have within you, because you do bring so much to the table and you are so infinitely worthy of having a beautiful life, an easy life, a life where you are able to experience all of the desires that have been on your heart since you were a little boy or a little girl. But it is our responsibility to do what we need to clear out any of these beliefs that are not in alignment with the behaviors, with the thoughts, with the actions that we need to take in order to get to the place that we would like to go. We have so much power as we are right now to heal, to shift, to really alter the experience that we are having, and the subconscious mind more specifically. Your subconscious mind is very impressionable, and although in your early childhood it's very impressionable, it is also very impressionable as an adult, but you must be intentional and mindful of this. So your most impressionable moments within your day where you can actually shift and change your subconscious mind is going to be early in the morning. Like as soon as you wake up, as soon as you notice that you are awake, that is when your mind is most impressionable, and then as you are going to sleep. So in both of those states, your brain is actually in theta. It is in a place where your thoughts, your beliefs are all very open and you're able to absorb. So if you can, instead of hopping on your phone in the morning and starting to scroll social media, instead of doing that, you can instead replace that with a gratitude practice, with a meditation or a breathwork session. Every single morning that I wake up, I instantly jump into a meditation, a hypnosis, a breathwork session, or I journal or I read. I always do something to feed my mind with something positive, to ground myself for the day and set good intentions for what I would like to experience. So with this being the time of the day that your brain is the most impressionable, that your subconscious mind is the most open to receive, this is the best time for you to have a routine that actually supports you and allows you to be in this rest and recover and replenish state of mind. So if I can recommend you to do anything from this one podcast, I would, number one, take some time to actually reflect on what experiences in your childhood triggered high emotions for you, and how are those experiences affecting you today. Take some time to journal on that and actually allow yourself to just have some space to let whatever comes up to come up. Because even if you just give it space, that right there is healing. Just allowing it to express and come through you instead of staying within you, that is where where the healing happens. So take some time to journal on that. And then maybe you can start to be a little bit more intentional about your morning and night routine. Instead of distracting yourself by getting on social media or watching like reality TV before you go to bed, I want you to really take some time to reflect or to make some time to do a meditation or a hypnosis or do some breath work and then go into some journaling. These types of practices allow you to get centered within your heart, and your heart heals. Your heart space is what heals you. So the more that you can get in touch with yourself and truly heal these aspects of yourself that are really wanting to be healed, so much can happen from this place, and you can really start to notice the changes in your life over time by giving yourself that moment every single day to come back to serenity, to come back to peace, to come back to home, to come back into alignment with yourself. This is exactly how you can start to experience more happiness in your life, more fulfillment, more peace, more joy on a daily basis. And once you start to uncover maybe some of these things that are keeping you in a low vibrational state of fear or overthinking or constantly in fight or flight mode, you are able to step into more freedom and so much more expansion. And I truly want that for you. So I hope that you actually take some time to reflect on some of these things. And if you do and anything comes up for you, please send me a message on social media. I would love to hear from you on Instagram. And if you have any specific questions about certain situations that you've actually experienced, or you want my advice on how to shift and how to heal and how to change, I am absolutely here for you. Go ahead and send me a message on Instagram and I will be there for you. And if you'd like to dive deeper into all of this, I really encourage you to join us in Tranquil Minds. I know that you'd absolutely love the atmosphere in there and you would transform so much of your life right now. Thank you so much for listening. I am so incredibly grateful for you, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.